What's going on, guys? I'm Dobry and this is Fallout 4 Sean's Room. The new Fallout is out, it's looking good, and in this video I would like to give you my opinion on the best starter special build, like this special: strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility and luck for a new player. So I made this with the vision that a new player would want to experience everything and have as much fun with the game as it is. So, as it is, I mean with limited amount of knowledge. So, to me, the distribution, the best distribution was 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 7, 4. Why is that? I will show you, but first things first, let me just nab this book very quickly and add a point in luck. This is a free point to any stat you'd like. So, now we'll go into the perk chart and I will explain why did I decide to pick my special like this. So, 3 strength. Why 3 strength? First, we want to use good armor. If you want to survive in the wasteland, you want to have good armor. And this goes for pretty much every character. But since you're a new player, you'll want to have better armor to be better protected against anything that Fallout 4 will throw at you. You may also want to pick a point or two in big leagues, let's say, and try a melee weapon. This is also lots of fun. It has to be said that at first, when I started the game, I absolutely envisioned my build as a sniper who kills people from afar, scouts the area, has lots of fun, and so when the enemy shows up and says, "Hey, I found you, now I'm gonna kill you," he just whips out a huge hammer or a bat and bashes them a few times in the face and kills them outright. Well, honestly, this is why I wanted those 3 points, not only for the armorer, but also for the big leagues. It's fun, it's absolutely fun, it has to be said, just swinging a huge weapon. It's really interesting. Perception 3, why only 3? Because I know that I will get the bobblehead for 1 point of perception very early in the game. I would also suggest that you just bum rush the Museum of Freedom in Concord and grab the bobblehead immediately, because and afterward, after that you can start exploring, because you will have your 4th point for locksmith and you can start picking up locks. And if you want to experience everything, you want to be able to hack every terminal and you want to be able to pick every lock. And this is why I believe that 3 points in perception are more than enough, because you'll get the 4th one for free and then you'll be able to experience everything. You can also select rifleman. If you want to go non-automatic rifles, you can also do some pickpocketing if you wish. I don't really do it, but hey, whatever floats your boat. Endurance 3, why only 3? Because, yeah, you know, endurance is hit points. 3 is enough. Why? Because if you most likely be trying to play a ranged character in the beginning. You won't go for the min-max melee builds. Those really require some foreknowledge, and if you're just starting the game now, just go ranged, just go with some scouting and so on and so forth. 3 endurance is more than enough to pick damage resistance and life giver, which are amazing perks. So you get some more health and you get some more damage resistance. Lead belly, well, I don't really take it, but well, it's up to you to decide. Charisma 4, why only 4? First things first, you may opt, even as a new player, to play Lone Wanderer. Lone Wanderer means you don't take on any companion apart from Dogmeat, because Dogmeat is not really a companion, so you cannot outfit Dogmeat with laser rifles, missile launchers, nukes, and so on and so forth. He's just there to help you. So you may opt to play as Lone Wanderer. This is also a very viable playstyle, and you're absolutely free to use it. This is why we put these 4 points here, so you can explore an additional playstyle. It's fun. It's really fun. And then eventually we're going to put 2 hard points here. I would not recommend doing that before level 10 or so, because quite honestly, local leader allows you to get the most out of your settlements. This is an aspect from the game that every character and every player should experience very well, not very early, but in due time. Because quite honestly, building settlements is really fun. It's like a it's like a mini game in the game, and it's tons of fun. There are already settlements that look amazing. Many people have already posted videos on YouTube on that. So this is why we're going with only 4, because we have at least 10 levels or so before we put those 2 hard points in charisma. And even if you want to, you can only opt with 1 point and get the charisma bobblehead. But bobbleheads are not that easy to come by, and some of them are in late game locations. So this is why I'd say just drop the two hard points here and don't worry about it. Unless, of course, you want to go for the bobblehead, it's perfectly okay. So with this, you'll have local leader, and you'll be able to build up pretty much every settlement in the game. Free it, build it up, make it pretty, and so on and so forth. It's, as I said, it's a game within the game, and it's tons of fun, especially if you have your creative juices about you. So, intelligence, 4 points. Why 4? So first, you can opt to get Vans. Since you're a new player, whenever you whip up the Pip-Boy, you will be shown a small green line towards your target, which is really nice. Medic is extremely good. You can... Stimpaks will heal you for more. Gun Nut is absolutely a necessity. Can't speak. A necessity, because you will be able to add more gun mods, and of course we want exactly 4 points for hacker, so you'll be able to hack all kinds of terminals. And now if you the intelligence 4 remains, it persists, so nobody will ask you to have more than 4 intelligence in order to improve your hacking skills, which is really nice. Eventually you may opt to put another point in intelligence to get Scrapper, or maybe 2 points in order to get science and get the other high-tech mods and so on and so forth. You can also opt to get 3 points, or just get the intelligence bobblehead for it, and start using chems. Far out, groovy, and so on and so forth. Go crazy on chems. And the next thing is 7 agility. Why 7? Well, in my opinion, if you're a new player, you want to do cool stuff. And one of the coolest stuff is this. You can pick the ninja perk and start doing sneak attacks for way more damage and do way more stuff. And quite honestly, this also allows you to take on way stronger enemies in the beginning. So with this setup, I've been playing on very hard without a problem, so you'll be okay on normal. It will be perfect for you. So with ninja, you'll be able to do, look at that, 3.5 normal damage on sneak attacks, and melee attacks will be doing 10 times the damage. So you will need to level up quite a bit for that, but up about level 16 you'll be doing a really good amount of damage. And this is why I think 7 in agility is really nice, because even if you don't manage to be as sneaky as possible, you can still pick the moving target and get good damage resistance and energy resistance when you're sprinting. And of course, let's not forget that agility affects your action points in VATS, and as a new player you should be using VATS a lot in order to maximize your shots, especially in the beginning, because ammunition is not as much as in Fallout New Vegas and so on and so forth. So in the beginning it's a bit difficult to keep tabs on that, so it's a good thing. It's a really good thing. 7 agility to me is absolutely crucial. Sneaking, automatic weapons if you wish, gunslinger if you wish, whatever you feel like. So 20% chance, more 20% harder to detect while sneaking, 30, 40, and so on and so forth. It goes up. And of course, 4 points in luck, which we just made 5. Why did I do that? First things first, I really like the bloody mess. It's an extremely funny perk, and quite honestly, the extra damage in combat is perfect, but to me, the biggest reason for that is the Idiot Savant. Since we picked only 4 points in intelligence, Idiot Savant is working perfectly, proccing about 8% of the things you do, so you may have it give you extra experience for handing in quests, or while building, or while cooking, or whatever. Everything that gives you experience can proc this, and 8% is not as little as it might seem. So you have pretty much like 1 in 11, 1 in 12% chance to proc it, and since you'll be doing all kinds of stuff, this percentage is actually really not that small. Does dip down as the farther you go into the intelligence tree, and it does actually give you more when you get up to 10 intelligence, but that's an argument for another day, because if you're a new player, you want to get as much of it, and quite honestly, it's really fun when it procs, because yeah, you're not stupid, you're just different. Even the description is amazing, has to be said. So, in my opinion, this is the best starting option for new players, because it pretty much frees every playstyle for you. And you have amazing sneaking, just in order to scout out a bit and be more prepared about what you're going to face, because quite honestly, going in guns blazing is not always the best option. And Fallout taught me that on a number of occasions. So, I believe that this pretty much covers everything. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it will be useful for you and for your Fallout adventures. And I'll see you again sometime in the future. Have fun.